guys, it's me, Lever, Mordred, where I have my Make America Great Again hat. Sorry I haven't been around for a while. I've not been feeling so good. I have an ear infection. Also, Facebook just kicked me off of Facebook for being basically being politically incorrect by commenting. I think it was the person who threatened Steven Crowder. I called her a bitch, and I feel like she deserves to go to prison. And I wrote down on her page just to be a dick, just to troll her and see how she reacted. And then Facebook says, "Hey, we're just gonna delete your account." She threatened somebody for physical violence, and she gets away with it. And if I call her out saying you deserve to go to fucking prison for it, I'm the one who gets in trouble. Okay, that makes no damn sense to me. But this is the one thing I hate about tribalism. This is the video I'm talking about, tribalism. And before you just like, oh, I'm gonna click off this, just listen to me out to this, okay? I do criticize Trump a little bit on some of his academia stuff, because, I mean, yes, I like him. He's better than Clinton and better than butthead Bernie Sanders, but, I mean, personally, there's some stuff that I do and don't agree with him. And, I'm gonna mention this in this video as well. But the one thing I cannot stand, that, you know, you can believe in the idea, you can believe in your, what you believe will make our country better, and you just go against it out of spite, just because you hate a person. And this is why I went on to explain to you about this. Guess who said out loud that he's going to legalize marijuana? I'll give you a hint. He's orange skinned, he's my hero, and he's a dick, and I love him. And I'm not joking with you. Did he actually say this? Just watch for yourself.
Legalize marijuana is always a very difficult question for medicinal purposes, for medical purposes. Absolutely, it's fine. We have to help people, but at the same time, people have to come into our country legally. We need to have a border. We need to have security.
What he said? 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 To legalize what? What? What?
Legalize marijuana is always a very difficult question for medicinal purposes, for medical purposes. Absolutely, it's fine.
And this is the thing is, Democrats, plenty of times when I voted for Democrat when I was younger, the main reason why I wanted to legalize marijuana, I mean, I'm not a big fan of marijuana. You can be not a big fan of alcoholics, and not a big fan of big stoners who just waste their life smoking pot all the time. But do they deserve to go to prison with violent criminals? No. I mean, you smoke a joint every once in a while, it's no big deal. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt you. I mean, if you smoke it every day, then it could be a problem, and then you become super lazy, and then you have like a focus, and then you get my point. You go down a kind of a you know kind of couch potato road, not like a dark road. I mean, the thing is, you can smoke cigarettes, you can smoke alcohol, and you're not going to get in trouble for it, but yet you smoke a joint, you go to prison for it. That makes no damn sense. But when you do smoke, you have creative, dumb ideas. You look at fire hydrants a different way. And Trump is trying to make it legalized. And the worst part is, the Democrats are going to go against him despite against Trump. They believe in prison reform. Trump's trying to go for prison reform. Trump's going to try to legalize marijuana, which I made a video about a long time ago called Hemp Helps, the benefits of hemp and how it can help people out. And when a conservative supports it, everybody goes against it. And they're going to lie to you in your goddamn face. The same reasons why I supported Democrats. Now I'm going to go against Democrats because they're just voting against it out of spite. Out of spite. Trump pardoned a black woman who has been in prison all her life for over 20 years. And for a crime that could have been a small offense that is for a life sentence for a first term. You gotta be fucking kidding me. And look, the way I see about it is, the Democrats today, they're becoming more and more fascist. They're no longer liberals anymore. They're no longer the liberal party anymore. They're just the radical ones. So when he puts this crap into Congress to try to legalize marijuana for medicinal purposes, hopefully soon enough he's going to legalize it, that, you know, you won't go to prison for a small fucking joint. You know, all the Democrats, they're going to lie to the media's face and lie to our face, and they're going to vote against it just out of spite, because they don't want Trump to win. They don't want the American Trump to win. They don't want America to win, because they were trying to look for a problem so more people can cling on to the Democratic Party. That's the facts. They're playing identity politics, and they're pointing him as the problem, but really, it's everybody in Congress is the problem. And, you know, the Republicans, some of the Republicans are going to go against it. So, this is the one thing I hate about tribalism. That you can't get along in the whole table to say, hey, let's agree to disagree, but let's try to find a compromise to legalize marijuana, or you know, find a way to prison reform. Trump's trying to do that, but yet the Democrats are pushing against him out of spite. What the hell? Really? Work with the person and try to compromise. Instead of acting like a fucking child and acting like a fucking whiny baby about it. And you talk about the whole border wall situation is, okay, you gotta get here legally. There's some people who come here illegally who are good people. And there's some people who come here to sell drugs, to start crime, to start shit, to start a lot of problems. And Democrats, back in the day, wanted stronger borders. Actually, wanted 1.1 of the wall, but when Trump says it, it's the opposite way. Oh, he's a racist. He's a bigot. What about what about Obama? What about Bill? What about Bush? What about almost every Democrat at one point wanted stronger borders? That is irritating the fuck out of me. That they're going against each other out of spite, out of team and tribal effort. They're going against their own self-interest just out of spite. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Did we just voted a bunch of children in office? And then this whole thing of like, oh, you shouldn't separate families from each other because of... They broke the law, okay? They broke the law. When my mom got arrested for writing bad checks, and was I with her in jail? No. They put me into a foster home for about 3 months until my grandparents picked me up. When you break the law, you don't bring your family with you. Okay? That's the reality is. If I went to Canada, if I pulled my kid on 0-degree weather just to go to Canada, which it has happened before because Trump derangement syndrome, and they get arrested, and the parents who get arrested, and they get mad, they separate from their kid, whose fault is it? It's the fucking parents' fault. Don't drag your kids in hot degree weather and try to get across the border. Get here legally. If you really love your kids, you find yourself a good job, find yourself a good profession, and you get here legally, not illegally by drug cartels or coyotes. I don't want to hear excuses why you can't come here legally. My ancestors came here legally, other people's ancestors came here legally, and when we had open borders one time, when we tried to let people come here legally, all shit hell broke loose. You look through American history, it has happened. So don't give me this, like, oh, we feel bad for the children. I feel bad for the children because they have shitty parents. That their parents were terrible. That's reality is. And this whole thing, this whole notion that we have to, you know, oh, they're putting kids in cages. No, they're not. They're putting them in areas and facilities that are like air conditioned, water, food, you know, schools, gymnasiums. They're not fucking concentration camps. My Jewish ancestors were thrown in concentration camps and there were gas. They weren't given water, food. They weren't given stuff like that. So don't compare it to a concentration camp because it's not. That irritates the piss out of me. Or that irritates the piss out of me when you do that shit. Got lost trying to get here illegally to the U.S. border if I was a Mexican, and I'm, extreme hot heat way over 100 degrees out in the hot desert, and I'm about to die of thirst and dehydration. I would be happy and thanking God if I saw ISIS. I'd be like, thank you, please, here! I'm about to die! Because you know why? These Democrats want to try to eliminate ICE. Some of these people save people from themselves, from the bad mistakes. Some of these people are dying out in the desert trying to get here, and then ICE picks them up and gives them water and food. But yet they're the bad guys? I don't get your comprehension of this. I really don't. And I'm speaking from the heart here, man. That if you were dying out in the desert, the first thing you would run to would be ICE. So don't sit there and tell me you wouldn't. If you're about to die, yeah, you're desperate to survive. That's reality. I mean, that's my question. I want to hear from you. Comment and like and subscribe. Me, Gothic Republican. I'll talk to you guys later. God bless America. I'm out. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.